Welcome to our videos previewing today's college math for high school students. We use easy, block diagram, simulation software that is free to starving students. You snap the components together, sit back, and watch what happens. This approach is far more powerful than your programmable calculator or a spreadsheet. And this is how today's world is really managed. For generations, high school and college math was taught with a wink and a nod, acknowledging that, even centuries after Newton, there was still no good way to help most people tame their problems involving rates of change. This was true even up to the beginning of the space age. The bad old days are finally over. Enjoy your magic window into the future. These short videos cover problems from finance, biology, and engineering. We will do the setups for you, so just watch and enjoy. The software can be downloaded and installed in a few minutes. Get it and model along with us when you are ready. At the heart of this software are running totals, values nature keeps track of over time. We will call them accounts as they behave like bank accounts. They grow, compete with one another, and decay. It is pure fun to watch. Between the accounts are bits of ordinary arithmetic to implement what is driving what. Solutions to problems are time graphs of what happens to the accounts as they are forced to respond to inputs and other account values. Traditional high school math was often freeze frames from bigger stories. Modeling now tells complete tales with character development, plot development, climaxes, and conclusions. The dirty little secret of this modeling style is that all models have a similar look and feel, regardless of the world they come from. The big models are just several little banking problems stuck together. They reuse the same components again and again. Here are a few of the topics for the first set of videos. Retirement account, the importance of smaller, early contributions. Debt load on a new business, a race to grow profit before being eaten alive. Leaky bucket, slow draining, due to turbulence. Fish farm, an introduction to limits on growth and more business startup examples. Food safety, how bacteria division takes off in warming food. Traditional school math would have told you to cut these problems into chunks and deal with each chunk using the future value function in your calculator, the results of each chunk becoming the initial conditions for the next chunk. A lot of work for poor accuracy. Spreadsheeters are usually in over their heads if there are more than a couple of dependencies, which cells point to which other ones. Let's start with a simple banking example. We will pump up and drain down a single bank account over 10 months. Interest is turned off for now. We start with my graphing and program control blocks already on screen. We will talk about them in a moment. I go to the parts pages to get an account and put it in the center of the screen. The curvy S can stand in for summation over time, which is what an account does. I click it open and load it with 5, representing $5 to start. From the parts pages, I get a scheduling block for my deposit and withdrawal plan. This one is called Signal Builder. It watches the system clock and sends deposit or withdrawal rates on cue. Let's click Open Signal Builder and load it. There are 2 lines for entries. The top line contains the time points when we change deposit or withdrawal rate. The bottom line is for the new values of deposit or withdrawal rate. From month 2 to 4, we enter a deposit rate of $1.50 per month. From month 6 to 8, we enter a withdrawal rate of $1.50 a month. I connect the output of Signal Builder to the input of the account. This line creates a simple dependency, a running total being dependent on a rate or event history after model time starts. To draw graphs, I draw lines from the block called scope back to the points in the model I want to follow. Scope's clock tells scope how often to draw a graph point. The end block gets the end time when the model should stop. For our 10 simulated months in this banking example, we would click it open and enter 10. This has already been done to save time. We start the simulation. It is usually done in the blink of an eye. Here are the graphs. The top graph reflects how we programmed Signal Builder. Starting at the beginning of month 2 and ending at the end of month 3, we told Signal Builder to push money into the account at a rate of $1.50 a month for 2 months. Likewise for the equal and opposite withdrawal action. Withdrawals started at the beginning of month 6 and ended at the end of month 7. What did the account do with periods of continuous input? It ramped up or down. This is what it would have done if we had been feeding the account our rates as discrete nickel-a-day events. That's all there is to it. A bit of mind-numbingly simple math and the magic of time passing. In episode 2, we turn on compound interest by adding an interest path and a way to sum it with current cash flow. Scilab is software buy-in for the world's community. Help them with dollars, publicity, and contribute code. TTS Voice is copyrighted 2014 and licensed by LinguaTech, GmbH. Visit them at linguatech.de. Text and graphics copyrighted 2019 by William Rhodes Design.